much of what advantages independence they should not give to the children. Homework should not be rote learning or something else.
Hi everyone, I'm your host Seema and I welcome you all to another insightful session on great principles. Life knocks us down multiple times, but not each one of us is strong enough to bounce back. Why does that happen? Why few of us come out of the situation stronger while others struggle to find their way out? Let us understand what is that quality that'll help you fight every situation and stand up. To share this quality with us, we have our very devoted educator of the day, Mrs. Sridevi Kumbalingam, and she is principal of Ideal School, Tamil Nadu. Welcome to Great Principles, ma'am. I'm really honored to have you with me in conversation today.
Yes, welcome. Yes, welcome, ma'am. Thank
So,
you. Thank you for this golden opportunity and introduction. Yes, ma'am.
so Sridevi, ma'am, before we discuss about that special quality that helps us bounce back, let us first understand a little about you. I would like to know from
Yes.
you what has been your journey in education sector? What has been some of those challenging moments and some of those achievements?
Yes. I am Sridevi, 23 years experience in teaching field. Actually, my father is a bank employee, that is a manager. He once in a 2 years he used to transfer to other place. So we had a great opportunity as a student to shift to other schools. That environment makes a plenty of learning in a teaching experience and lot of teachers what they contributed. That pays me to the passion to endeavor into the education field as my profession, choose my profession. As a teacher, 23 years, 12 years as a principal and 11 years as a teaching field. So both state board and as a CBSE actually. So it's a long journey. Each and every day is a challenge to me, is a miracle. And apart from other profession, when we deal with the children, that is a real happiness. Especially this 2 years pandemic, we missed a lot only in online. Now again, the resilience, we bounce back to come to meet all the children. That is a happy moment. As my achievement is actually, I am passionate in the thing. What is the next to in a career growth? That to be from kindergarten teacher to what college level and as a principal, I developed in my career. To achieve a miracle of the thing, I just done passionate towards the Shiromani Award and other national award. Award is just to the qualified, but to our heart, the self confidence and self satisfaction is paves the way for my success in my career. Yes.
Wow. So, more than 2 decades into education, that's a long, long time. So tell me, ma'am, how have things, changed in education and how things have evolved during this process? How you as a teacher has brought change in your teaching pattern?
Yes, sir. Teaching pattern from my school days is one of the rote learning method, and there is a culture change. We respect as a teachers as a guru. Okay, so the transmission has happened now. Is actual teacher is not a teacher now, facilitator. Want to guide, sorry, guide and support the students. We are only the guidance to the children. So that transmission, every teacher have to understood. But now, as soon as they completed the BA and entry into the career, the world mindset the teachers have to be eradicate and friendly approach have to initiate in the school days actually. And also when come to that mode of curriculum base is actually the traditional method is what we mug up. Gradually now in CBSE when I used to enter, CCA pattern is an excellent pattern. In a CC, continuous comprehension evaluation that makes a child development. And again, some little bit modification before this 2 3 years in a CBSE. They just again draft to the mark point of view, 80% in a mark and 20% internal. In CCA, actually, 80% used to be assessed the children. Now, the combination of two these things, assessment pattern and CCA pattern, now the new implementation, NEP has brought the great tremendous changes. That will be a vision to India in future education, I think so, ma'am. We are waiting eagerly for the implementation of NEP in 2023. Yes.
Very true. So Even I'm looking forward for the implementation of this visionary policy, because this has done that very much needed introspection which we all were waiting for. So, hoping to see that policy implemented in the manner it is supposed to be and in the manner it is being drafted. So, with fingers crossed, let's go ahead in our discussion,
Yes.
ma'am. So, ma'am,
Yes.
we were talking about when we started the show about being resilient. So, to my dear viewers, being resilient means, the ability to get up and get walking again once you've been struck down. So, ma'am, what is the importance of this quality and how it helps in us in our life? How we help our
Actually,
children to build it also?
yes, character building and attitude is very important for every individual actually. According to me, the resilience is a very good essential attitude. When we started to learn the resilience in our life, we can be successful in our path. That is my ultimate thing. The reason actually resilience, we face resilience after 18 years or 21 years or something, a family background. Of course not. From the childhood days, the resilience have to be taught for the childhood. For example, when the child enter into the school days, kindergarten, it's not a directly approach. You have to do implement lot of activity. For example, grade there is a age 3 to 7 students. We have to give a ball or something doll like something what hip top and bottom together, vice versa. So if we give the ball to the children, whatever they rotate, that angle of thing will come to bounce to the same position. So in that way, we have to insist the children. The problems also the same way. Whatever that comes, we will be that come back to the same position. So life is a traveling. There is a solution for every problem. So that we want to deal with the children without stress, happy environment and learning actually. So from the childhood days, we want to inculcate the children about the resilience part by directly by the activity method and the worksheet and the school days and other program. Not only in school, the parents also plays a dual role. They can just share their family problems, what to do. So as a mother, I am a working employee, how I am facing my problems and how I am just overcome the obstacles each and every day, that what are the challenges I am facing. We have to share and discuss with them children, then only they will know what are the problems as a problem. Because the children will think, you are a teacher, you are a principal, you don't have any problem. They have a lot of homework. And so, etc., etc. They feel themselves that they have the burden, and we are all about well settled. They are thinking as a childhood days. So these have to be simultaneously. We want to just inform the children that education or whatever field human beings we have the what the climatic changes we used to have lot of ups and downs, so that again we have to come back to the position. So when we are winter season, again we come to the normal. In a summer season we come to the normal. So this is what in a simple techniques we want to teach the resilience to the children by growing day by day. Yes, madam.
Absolutely. And when done on a regular basis, then only these qualities are built. It doesn't happen
Yes.
overnight. And 2 years of pandemic was a great example of how important it is to be being resilient. Those who were, they were actually able to find their way out. And when many were jobless, there were no money. People found their other talented talents and started, understanding that in this situation, what best I can do, rather than just putting my head down and crying, there are ways which I can find out. So, life will throw such unexpected circumstances always in front of us and for our children. So, with ma'am's guidance, the point she shared, let us all look forward to ensure that our children develop resilience, a much needed quality. So, on this note, we have reached to the rapid fire round of the show. Ma'am, you need to answer me in one word or one sentence.
Yes.
My first question to you is, what do you do when you're not working? What are your hobbies?
My hobbies is to what listen to the music. Music, I love music, and I used to chat with my friends actually by phone call to my neighbors and my friends, the school days friends. During this pandemic, also I do. That makes us something. What they are all along with us. We are all collaboratively. We are all successful. That makes the next level to go in our life. And cooking is my passion also. That is cooking, and especially reading books. Reading is reading books.
All
Yes.
right. Some great hobbies you have, both, which makes you very connected to the world, to the friends. keeps your mind fresh, and then cooking, that is a kind of meditation also. So moving ahead to my next question, a must needed quality for today's teacher.
Acceptance, ma'am. Acceptance is a
Acceptance.
quality.
Very,
Acceptance.
very true, very much needed.
Yes.
Next question to you, three tips for our millennial parents to raise confident kids.
They should have that trust with the children, actually. Trust. And also, they should not see as a what believe too much of believe also. That should also not happen. So they should not. They should trust. But of course, when others used to complain, for example, when teacher used to complain about the children, kids, they won't believe. That should not be happen. They should pro and cons. They have to look after. That is a very essential. And also, too much of what advantages independence they should not give to the children. So that's first of all they have to understood that thing. So they should be a role model to the children. Actually, values can be taught only from the both by parents and teachers actually. But then the values they have to be portrayed. For example, they used to always just chatting other thing in a mobile, but they should not tell the children don't touch the mobile and all those things. So we should be a live example to the children. That is a third thing I can say. Yes.
Absolutely. Very much needed points that ma'am has brought into. So please follow these points and see how successful you become in your parenting. So moving ahead to my next question. What should be ideal school hours?
School hours from 9 to 4.
From 9 to
9 to
4.
4.
All right. Moving ahead to my next question. Do you think homework are necessary?
Homework are necessary not for the up to the age of 5. Homework are not necessary. That is from up to grade kindergarten. Homework is not must. From grade 1 and 2, gradual development. Homework is made actually, but homework should not be rote learning or something else. Something to touch up with the same material to recall for the next days. That should be the homework part. Not to torture, not to stress the children. Whatever happened, that's what teachers do as a lecture method in our college days. We used to do as a lecture method. The teacher used to give a lecture, do as a homework, do as a homework. That should not be happening in a school days for the children. Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
So moving ahead to my next question. NEP emphasizes on open learning system. Choose the subjects by your desire. Do you think this kind of selection will make life easier for students or they will end up being more confused?
No, no, this will be a definitely will be a what a positive vibes only I can say because the children when we go to the hotel we choose a variety of food according to our taste. Why not that subjects? Why you want to stress? The NEP just brings the children about what joyful learning, experiential learning, art integration learning, and so on actually without rote learning. So that happens when the child interest in a particular subject only they can confidently and with interest they can learn. Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Moving ahead to my next question. Bagless school. Do you think it will ever be a reality?
Back to school is 1 or 2 days is in a year is possible. But of course, at current scenario, at the Indian education system, it's not possible. In future, maybe the technology in Belvers, in all the places, maybe in nowadays also in few schools, the technology schools, bachelor schools are there. But of course, 0.1% we can't take it into consideration. As the Indian population, majority of the schools, it's not possible now at present. Maybe in future, let us wait and see in future. Yes.
Absolutely. So, though, the 2 years changed the entire um outlook of the education today. We never thought that we
Yeah.
will be communicating and the school will be inside the home of the students. We never knew through technology. So let's see, anything is possible definitely now. So moving to the
Yes.
last question in this segment, who is your role model, a person that inspires you?
My role model, my teacher Renuka Devi, my college professor, she is a role model to me to just to be a teacher. Yes.
All right. So
My,
wonderful, ma'am. Very brilliantly answered this segment also. So to all my dear viewers, this was Sridevi, ma'am, sharing her thoughts on the importance of being resilient and how do we ensure that this important characteristic is being imbibed in our children too. Ma'am has shared some wonderful thoughts with us. It was thoroughly an insightful conversation. Thank you so much for your time with us, ma'am. I'm really honored once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Seema ma'am, you also just brilliantly you just asked the questions. It's a very thankful insight to attend this program. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.